Great rising, great being, great ending, depending on what part of time this reaches you. Hope everybody having a beautiful day, beautiful moment, beautiful night. Again, whichever part of time this reaches you. If not, I hope this video can aid you in the opposite direction or in the direction that's going to be better for you. Lately, I've been making videos on emotions, and I'm going to stay on that track because, I think we undermined how important the emotional experience is with the experience of life. And one thing that I feel like goes under radar when it comes to the emotion is, the importance of being able to process your emotions in the correct avenues. I think a lot of times through our conditioning, I think a lot of times through our lack of accountability and our lack of knowledge, we just express emotions. We just express emotions because we know that they are emotions and they're meant to be expressed. But I don't think a lot of us sit and take the time to really analyze our emotions and to express them in the right areas, in the right ways, according to whatever emotion it is. It's no different than when you want to wear the right suit for the right job. If you're about to be in a business meeting, you don't want to be in your construction boots or a cowboy. I ain't gonna say a cowboy hat, but your construction boots or not. You want to wear the right fit for the right job. Our emotions are the same way. You don't want to misplace the wrong or mislabel the wrong emotion for your current experience or the current situation where they don't have nothing to do with the situation. Let's use an example. A lot of times we are so used to our basic emotions. Okay, I'm gonna get a little deeper in this in another video, but there's the 4 sets of your emotions, and a lot of times we just stick to our basic emotions, and we don't understand that we have social emotions. We have other groups of emotions that need to be categorized in the right way. So if you're not categorizing your emotions in the right way, that right there is gonna put you in a certain mindset, mentality, and potentially put you in situations where you completely handle the situation in the wrong way. When you completely mishandle yourself in the wrong way, when you start to carry these burdens, these traumas in the wrong way, all because you don't understand what emotion is applicable for what situation. And the importance on knowing which emotions go and that are applicable to the right situations is so that you can process those emotions from a higher self and not be so basic in your lower self with understanding what you're dealing with. See, you got your basic self and then you got your higher self. The goal is to always try to align and be in tune with your higher self. Now, that's always easier said than done, but where you can start is understanding the navigation of your emotional system so you can strengthen your emotional intelligence. And see, when you have a collective of both of those going on, that's where you take your power back, and that's when you master your emotions instead of your emotions mastering you. I'm gonna say that again. That's when you start to master your emotions instead of your emotions mastering you. And like I said in a previous video, if you're not mastering your emotions, where your emotions are creating your reality, therefore it's a rabbit hole. Think about that. If you don't know what your emotions are, if you're not categorizing them right, which means you're not applying them right, which means you're not processing them right, which means you're doing it wrong, which means your emotions are everywhere, which means your emotions has a grasp on your current reality, and or your emotions has you stuck in the past. Therefore, you can't move ahead. You can't get ahead because your emotional self has you stuck and complacent. And the goal is to never be complacent, whether it's your emotions, whether it's your mental, but to stick with emotions. We don't want to allow our emotions to keep us complacent. In fact, we want to use our emotions to better understand our elevation and our growth of ourself, because the emotions is not about what triggers them so you can feel it. The emotions are to get a better understanding of yourself and where you are at and what you may need to do, or what you may need to stay away from, or what may not be meant for you. See, we use our emotions for the wrong things, and I always like to use this analogy with our emotions. Our emotions are notifications for the soul. Just like when you get a notification on the phone, like you can hear it, but that doesn't mean you have to respond or react according to what you may think that notification may be, or who you may think that notification is from. You have to break free from the things that keep you in certain bondages, especially when it comes to mentality and spirituality. So master your emotions so they don't master you. It's time for us to unlearn and relearn the whole emotional self. And don't forget to click that link in the bio. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with somebody you may think needs or may help you. As always, be great, never settle. Always love yourself. Never give up on yourself. God loves you, and life is beautiful when we allow it to be.